Or Jorno.
Gulp. I don't know.
Haha. Sweats profusely. Oh, jeez.
That's a good way to start the stream. That was a good first 20 seconds.
God damn it.
Anyway, I will not be offering a recap out tonight, as I will recount the events of last session myself. And everyone should have a hero point starting out today. Give yourself 2 because I was late. So everyone has 2 hero points starting out today. Make sure to remember them as we begin session 3 of Empyrea Hunt for the Godkiller. As last time we resumed the adventure upon the seas that you all commenced on, the new continent having arisen from the oceans, your destination. Traveling across the sea, dealing with some tumultuous difficulties along the way, including some people waking up to dead bodies in their bed next to them, strange sounds in the night, and other sorts of horrors, and seemingly something being hidden by the captain and the doctor of the ship. Last session, we continued on after everyone had awoken, everyone going about their day, including Uzak, who had to quickly hide the corpse, as per mentioned last time, that was inside of his room. Rushing to a shrill shriek upstairs, the rest of the party found a gruesome sight. A crew member was dead, their neck having been bitten into by some sort of creature and being drained of most of their blood. Being warned of dangers to come as you all were in dangerous water, the captain affirmed that this was probably something that came from the sea and that people needed to be more careful on their watches. That being said, through deductive reasoning and through eavesdropping from Periwinkle, it was clear that what was happening was nothing to do with the dangerous waters you were in, and everything to do with the strange stone coffin that lay upon the ship, and as well, possibly the cat that is able to transform into a rather odd-looking red-eyed woman. Nevertheless, finding this out, but with nothing much to do about it, everyone continued on their day. That night, noise was heard throughout the ship. The party woke up to try and find the source of this commotion as they went through the rooms down in the deck below. Despite the warnings from the cat, Odessa, who was hissing the whole time as you all attempted to leave, eventually running away as you exited the room. But nothing occurring as you searched the lower deck, but did not go above, and no thing of note was found. You all returned to sleep, and that night, in Uzak's dream, he was accosted by some sort of entity as he dreamed of himself in a rowboat atop a misty sea, inviting him to do something in exchange for power, reward to wield against the Godkiller. As all he had to do was open the stone door that lay in the hold of the ship, and that was all he needed to do, was to leave that open. A demonstration of the power of this individual was offered for the next day if Uzak went out to have their hand touched or something of the sort by them. Nevertheless, the night ended. You all began the next day, having finally sat down and had a discussion with one another and agreeing for mutual survivor's sake to work together. I won't say trust each other. I mean, maybe some people in the group trust one another. But nevertheless, everyone had agreed finally to, particularly some people, had set their differences aside for at least survival's sake. That same day, Uzak rejected the plea offered by the creature as its slimy, translucent tentacles rised up from the water. At that plea being denied, a cackle was heard in his mind, and a mariner's curse was placed upon him. As the curse was afflicted upon Uzak, the ship was assailed, being boarded by strange, tentacled, goblin-like creatures that began to assail and kill the crew members. As the fight went on, you all slaying them over and over, each use of divine magic sending out a ping throughout the seas itself, until finally the desperate prayer of Rashid echoed throughout the waters, calling something to the ship, as rising from the cold Stygian depths of the ocean, a massive, horrid creature arose. As the remaining horrid aberrations upon the ship bowed before it, almost as if it was some sort of deity or god, calling out and prostrating before it for mercy. The captain, attempting to gain any semblance of control, shot at it, and was swiftly disposed of as the entire back half of the ship was cleaved in twine. The session ended after you all successfully loaded the ballista and fired it into the chest of the large creature, wounding it pretty good, but also inviting its ire, as looking to you all angrily. It rose one of its hands up, and a large wave overtook the ship, knocking you all down into the depths, seemingly to certain death, as we ended session with you all slipping into the blackness of unconsciousness and possibly the coldness of death. And we will pick up session following that. Does anyone have anything they would like to add to the recap? Anything that I did not catch up on, or any questions that they need to ask? Has everyone fully done their level up stuff as well?
Odessa called us idiots for leaving the room.
True.
Not that that's an important detail, just... And stated that it is hunting. Whatever it was.
True. That did happen.
It's got to hunt for a new boat now.
You're
Well,
not wrong.
Did you mention that the little girl dragged the doctor out and then turned into a
I did
creature?
not do so. So yes, I will mention that the girl that was rescued from the sea was in fact dragged out from, rushed out upon the wave of divine energy shooting across the seas, with the doctor dead in her arms as she dragged him out by the head, then transformed into a strange, translucent humanoid shape covered in seawater with long tentacles that looked similar to what Uzak had saw reaching out toward him when he was at the window trying to see if he would take the deal or not.
I do have a question for you, Jake.
Mm-hmm.
So I did fully level up, but me adding my as a class feat my deity domain might.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't give me the might spell in my spell list automatically.
What's the name of the spell?
I don't remember. I don't know off the top of my head.
Well,
I can look that up, but it also didn't give me a second focus point, which was the biggest reason.
well, that's because it didn't get it. It didn't put the new spell on there, and because it didn't put the new spell on there, it can't do so. So that would be Athletic Rush.
Yes, that sounds correct.
So give me 1 second.
Sorry about that. When I did all this, I didn't think to check my spell list to see if it got added.
It's fine. And then once it's dragged on, it will give you a second focus point. Now you have 2.
Outstanding. Thank you.
But all right, anything else from anybody, whether it be about level up stuff or anything else of the sort?
I think I'm good.
With that being the case, then, it sounds like we are good to go as we pick up on the adventures across the seas in Empyrea Hunt for the Godkiller. As we pick up with all of you slowly regaining consciousness. Doing a music change. As each of you, feeling sore and incredibly exhausted, slowly begin to blink open your eyes. With blurred vision, what you see around you at first is an infinite landscape of blue. As you blink once, twice, your vision finally coming to the third time. As you rise up, the smell of brine and salt heavily wafts through the air as you come to and find yourself sat upon a strange feeling surface as sandy and moist. You rise up and look around, and you see what looks to be rocky structures all surrounding you. Moss, and coral growing around you all as well. As you come to, looking up, you see just a pigment of blue surrounding the area entirely. And as each of you look up toward the sky, you see what almost looks like ocean waves, like the ocean itself directly above you. As you come to, on the ocean floor, you guys don't have tokens on here, but that's fine. I'll drag you now. Boros now sees.
Yes, there are the lights.
And each of you can press the long rest button as you will have effectively rested and gotten everything back.
Where's the long rest button at again?
That is on the front page of the character sheet. In
the bed.
Yeah, it's the bed.
The bed. There it is.
As each of you awake in this salt-smelling, rocky space, the effects of water not around you at all, as you move your hands about and try to move, it feels as though you're walking on solid ground and moving in, normal air. But as you look up, you see the signs of ocean waves coursing and crashing across above you. And now that you're more acute and aware, you also begin to see fish and other strange sea life beginning to swim past you. And as you see the sea life swimming past you, large fish that look oddly shaped and miscolored swim about you, as the fish do not seem normal that you're seeing. They look different.
Do they act like they notice us?
If they do, they're not paying you any mind. None of them move to, do anything to you. And they're also above you for the most part. Most of the sort of fish you're seeing. As looking up, you barely see this, you see the light crash at what is, barely coming through on the ocean waves above, and you can tell it's very high up, as you're very down in the ocean right now. But again, you're moving as if you're not even in the water.
Is this a dark vision, low light vision situation or no?
I would say it's illuminated enough, so it's not dark or low light.
Okay. Slowly push myself up, checking for my armaments after I realize that I'm breathing. Look around at the others, see what's above us.
Oh, why can I breathe?
Exactly.
I cannot swim. Why am I here?
You got on a ship across the ocean without being able to swim.
Yes, this is why I have boat.
Well, if you can't swim, it makes sense why you're at the bottom of the ocean.
Yes, but why are the rest of us? And why are we breathing, talking, walking?
I don't know. Let's maybe let's look around. Maybe it's some sort of weird magic.
Hmm.
So what are you doing?
Can I try to talk to one of the fish?
Is you gotta? I mean, yeah, you could speak in the direction of the fish.
Call out to one as he swims by. Hey, you! Hello!
Um,
Where are we?
As you speak toward one of the fish, most of them swim past. Are you doing it like multiple times? You calling out to several of them as they swim past?
Yeah.
Eventually one comes by as you see what looks to be a brightly colored, large. I mean, they're already very big, but I have to emphasize that this one is bigger even. But you see a brightly colored, it looks to be blue and purple sunfish. Just massive, swimming through. As you call out to it, its flat shape on one side twists and turns to look to on the other side. And on the other side, you would see what looks to be a human head that is embedded into the side of the sunfish. As this bald human head looks down toward you, with the purple skin as well. And it speaks out and goes, "Oh, yes."
Dude. What is this place, friend?
What is this place? I don't know.
Where are we?
It's
You
where
don't
I
know.
am. I swim here. And sometimes I swim away. What a peculiar looking creature you are.
I am Minotaur. You have not seen Minotaur, I imagine, as you are fish.
Minotaurs are beasts. You look like no beast.
That is actually common misconception. We are not all beasts, though.
You should not be here.
How do we get back to where we should be?
I don't know. And all of you would see this and hear this as well.
What direction is the island?
Island?
So it's not water.
Why would I go anywhere that's not water? I'd die.
No, we're not asking you to go there. We're just asking where it is.
I don't want to go there.
You don't have to go there.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Fucking fish.
It's a fish, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, island is probably not simple enough. I figured continent was too complicated. Should have just said piece of land above water.
What kind of check?
Persuasion or diplomacy, sorry.
Yeah, I was looking. Oh, easy. You don't have to go on the land. I just want to know where it is.
You make a good point. I don't have to go.
But we do.
I don't get close to it. It rings out and it makes me feel pain when I get close. But if you move that way, as he points a fin out in a direction, obviously, with how you are under the water right now, you have no clue what cardinal directions are and like what, where you'd be going. He just points out in a direction that you could follow.
Mhm.
If you go that way, you will eventually, after walking or swimming for some time, find it. But I would be
I see.
careful. That's where the grave is as well.
The
grave?
You don't know? I have to get out of here then! As he starts swimming away.
What? Oh.
You should know what the grave
And he looked
is.
panicked as he said that as well.
Uh-oh, guys. Should we know what the grave is?
Yes.
Do you know what the grave is?
I don't know what the grave is.
The resting place for the fallen deities.
Oh, that grave.
Oh, that
Right.
that makes sense. Okay,
The
I'm familiar.
fallen gods. As Metis does air quotes. Well, I
Do
guess
you
we'll go
not
see what all the
believe-
hubbub's about.
Do you not believe them fallen?
Well, I mean, who can say for sure, really? How do we know?
This is true. I still channel the magic of the god.
But she doesn't speak to you any longer.
Maybe she doesn't like
In
him.
her special way. She speaks to me in her special way, yes, a little.
Acceptance will get you further before you find out the hard way.
We will see.
I'm alright where I am. But I appreciate and understand your point of view.
I don't
Anyway.
need to ask to know that that was not genuine.
Oh, I'm always genuine. Let's start heading towards the island. This coral is getting creaky.
Onward
Freaking
towards
me
the
out.
island.
If there's one thing I hate, it's creaky coral.
Unnatural, really.
Just don't sit right with me.
With that, gonna start heading in the direction the fish pointed.
Metis as well.
As you guys start to move that way, I can unpause the game. I forgot to do that. You don't have to move or anything as you go. But as you move, heading out that way, walking as you do through this strange landscape, as you go, seeing strange fish and strange marine life all around, something scuttling across the ocean floor at times, what you notice is that all the creatures down here are very unnatural looking. They look almost changed in some way. Many of them are larger with extra appendages and with appendages that they should never have on them as you go. Misshapen creatures all around you that pay you no mind as you go. Going about just whatever day they are. Something in the area has misshapen and made these creatures change, though you're not sure what as you go. I mean, obviously there's something odd going on here with you wandering and walking as you are already. And as you all are going, you would all hear a loud crash sound. And if you look off in a sort of similar direction, but a bit like a ways, like you'd be moving in the same direction, but going like veering a bit to the side, you see what looks to be a large sort of wooden structure. It's like U-shaped, begin to plummet down to the ground. It's hard to make out like what exactly it is, as it is plummeting, as if falling through the water down to the bottom of the ocean, as you can see that going. And does each of you see it? Can I get a perception check from you all?
Yes.
Unknown adventurer.
Why does it do that again? I have my fucking name there. What the fuck?
Let's see. Very strange. Why did it do that?
Could it be the token's name or something?
Let's see. It is the token's name.
So if you open the page by clicking him in the
Yeah,
party
I've
on
gone
the
ahead and
side
updated
and
it.
then edit the token?
Yeah, I went and
Okay.
did that.
And then just delete the token and place it again. It should correct it.
No, like, the one that's on already is corrected, but placing a new one doesn't correct it, which is interesting.
Really? Oh, that's weird.
Just
Maybe it's because he's opening the sheet of the one that was already placed on the...
Hang
Okay,
on,
now they're
close
both
the sheet of
updated.
this.
It's good. They're both updated now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, starting out strong. Yes, we've got a natural 2, a natural 3, 18 from Jacob, which is good. 15 from Uzak, and a 6 from Metis. As Periwinkle and Uzak, as you look up toward the shape that's plummeting down, the wood and the shape of it look strikingly similar to what looks like almost a part of the ship, as if you're seeing a part of the ship is plummeting down. As in the Gallivant, what you were just on.
Yeah. Looks like pieces of the ship.
Is it in the direction we're walking, or in a?
Yeah, I mean, you'd veer like slightly off. You're not walking completely in a straight line, but it's in the same direction.
Do we look for survivors on this ship?
No, I don't think anything is surviving that. The fact that we're here at the bottom of the ocean somehow breathing is kind of a miracle that I don't understand, but hey, if
Well.
we find anybody else at the bottom of the ocean, then sure, they're welcome to join us, but I'm not
Yeah.
going back up there. Not with that thing, the way it destroyed the ship.
Maybe they're breathing underwater too. Worth a look.
Hey, if you want to scour the entirety of the bottom of the ocean, be my guest, but I'm going to that island.
I'm on it.
Have fun.
Metis will start walking over towards the shipwreck. I mean, it's kind of in our way
Yes,
anyway, right?
I will join you and we will scour.
Yeah, I mean, if it's on its way, if it's on the way there, then I'll stop as well.
It's just a slight deviation.
It's a
from our
slight
current path.
deviation. Again, you guys don't exactly know what way you're like. You know,
What direction,
the,
yeah.
you know the
Yeah, so
you know
fuck
the
it, yeah.
direction you're supposed to go, but he didn't necessarily give you like a clue of how, like what that is aside from that. You know, so.
Yeah.
All right, as you begin to head that way. As you guys do begin to head that way, drawing closer to the ship itself, the vision situation becomes a bit more difficult as you move, as seemingly you start to lose some sight as what looks like a low fog is coming in, similar to the one that was over the ship when you were going that way. And as you get closer and closer, drawing closer, you do see what looks to be, as you're getting closer to the ship itself, what look to be shapes in the fog, humanoid shapes, as you see people in the distance. Do you go to approach them?
Periwinkle's gonna start stealthing.
Yeah, Periwinkle, you can stealth if you'd like.
Metis will walk right up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll follow with Metis to see the people.
So I'm just gonna move you guys, like, down here. Periwinkle can be stealthing, and people can move themselves where they believe they'd be in this sort of general back area over here.
I'd hang back a sec, see if the fucking guys swarm our friends.
So if you're hanging back, you'd be, like, back here, because it's assuming you guys are moving, like, this way.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Probably, like, here, because this is probably the path, realistically. But okay, as you guys begin to close in, Metis walking straight up. By the time you get up to them, you see them in their full glory. As you would see a familiar-looking creature standing on the ground, grasping what looks to be a corpse in her hand, looking down toward it solemnly. As you would see, this thing, holding what looks to be the corpse of another one of that thing in its hands. And as you look to the corpse has features that look similar to the little girl when she transformed into that thing, as it is holding that in her hand. And as well, there are two other shapes within the fog as you draw closer that are standing by their side, as you would see tall, probably about 6'5", strange-looking blue translucent skinned creatures. Long claws come off of the edge of their hands, and spiny fins come off the back of their head. Very sharp, pointed ears, and a small mouth with what look to be razor fangs and red eyes, as you would see this thing. Two of them. As Boros, if you're walking up alongside, you would absolutely see the same thing. As you all get close, the head of the woman shoots back and looks toward you all that were walking up, as she says out in a sort of bereaved voice, as she goes, You all caused this.
We did no such thing. The ship was sank.
You killed my sister by using your divine magic. You called it here.
No.
Well, how were we supposed to know?
You're not supposed to be down here, but your blood and bones will make a good offering to the god. And we're gonna go into initiative now, quickly. As people can roll.
Initiative. Okay.
Periwinkle would not have approached within 30 feet.
So unfortunately,
Not enough.
I don't have the... Well, let's see. Actually, let's see. This is the furthest back you're going.
Okay.
I'm not extending the map or doing any of that. I just don't... I don't feel like it.
That's fine. I was just stating for the purposes
No,
of
sure.
the Molly trait.
That's perfectly fine. I believe furthest... I think I can move you over here to be further, but...
Oh, that's fine. Where I'm at, I believe.
As everything will be in 40 now. Okay. Let's give you guys a chance to test out your new things. Whatever new things you got, if any, for combat, actually. Alrighty. God, I forget that the ambient music comes from the map itself for the underwater. Do you guys hear the underwater ambient music?
Yes.
I do.
Like the bubbly
You do,
sounds,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, as we will then begin the encounter with Metis. As Metis, the creatures move and stand in a position where it looks like they are clearly going to assail you guys.
Right. Let me do some measuring real quick. Okay. I am going to stride as my first action to this spot here, next to this foe, and then I will cast Spray of Stars, which will hit both of these guys, like so. So they gotta make a reflex save, and I will roll.
Give me 1 second.
Oh yeah, eat this.
Reflex, you said.
Yes. DC 18 reflex save.
Okay, so click on this one and reflex. Success! And success as they both succeed. Good
Okay,
rolls
so
from
it's
them
gonna
both.
be
16 and a 17 naturally.
half damage and both dazzled for 1 round. And that's my turn.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all my actions.
Alrighty. So it's going to go to this one, the strange hag-like creature. Let's see. Well, it is certainly having an interesting thing here. Let me see you. Dazzled. What does dazzled mean? Concealed.
that's
Big DC 5 check. Okay.
Yep.
As she's going to move her hands out, attempt to do something to Metis. So she needs to roll above a 5. Yeah. Just good enough. As Metis, you'd see her move her tentacles about as they begin to exude what looks to be a green substance that eats away at the floor as some of the driplets of it shoot out from the tentacle. As from the tentacle, she shoots out an arrow of acid toward you. And I will do the attack roll against you. As that is going to be a 20 to hit.
Those are all private, by the way.
I know. Yeah. I know.
All right, bring it on.
Alrighty, as you do take that hits, then, as you are going to take 15 acid damage, and you are taking as well persistent D6 minus 4 acid damage. Let me drag that onto you. As that will be her. That was 2 actions, and yeah, she can't do the other thing. As that is going to be her. Boros. Go steal.
I will go up in the club.
I think again.
1, 2, 3. Swing the club.
What happened, Menace?
I forgot my fucking oracle thing again.
Ah!
God damn it! I know I would. It's okay. I got a different one though.
Go ahead and swing.
Um,
An 11 does not hit, unfortunately.
no hit. Very bad.
Yeah, that was not a good roll.
But I can use a little cast of spell to heal friend. Do a 1-touch heal. I'll click this now.
2 actions or 1.
Heal
Oh,
for
you're gonna.
1.
Okay.
Yeah. Target. Friend. Heal. It was roll damage healing we click, right?
Yeah,
I think
that's
so.
correct. You're doing the 1 action version, not the 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair
And
enough.
for third action, I will raise shield.
Alright, as you raise your shield.
Actually, wait, let me click it, and that should be... yeah. Okay, cool.
So it goes to this creature. It is dazzled,
Thanks.
and it will try to
No
overcome
problem.
that. There we go. I don't know how to get it to hide their names when they do this. Not that it matters, because these are just by-the-book monsters, but But it's like something. If I was like actually like running a game and like trying to do something interesting, I wouldn't want the names to just be showing up constantly. All right, as it is going to try to attack, then, as it is going to claw you, Metis. It's gonna miss that. And then it will... Let me see. Look toward, it's gonna look toward, Boros, and as Boros has gotten closer, it will open its maw as it vomits out, this carrion spew of foul-smelling, black liquid in your direction. As I need you to make a fortitude save, as you can click on the fortitude save button right there.
Oh. Is it just the one that says basic fortitude in the description?
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay. You take no damage.
Critical success.
And,
Big strong.
you are not paralyzed.
Woo!
As it will then just try to bite you, and that'll be its last attack.
No!
Final thing has multiple attack penalty. That does not apply, so here we go. And it will miss.
Silly thing.
It'll go to this one, who's going to move to here. Getting flanking on
Oh
Boros,
no!
as it will attempt to claw you first.
No.
21.
That is the AC, so it hits.
Yeah, so that'll hit.
Right?
That'll be 6.
6 damage.
Then it will try to... Oh, let me see, 1 second.
I think technically your AC actually is 19 because of the -2 from flank.
Yeah, because that's why.
Oh, yeah, true. So, yep.
You can see it on the right. Mouse over your AC in the hit roll.
In the... Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. Well, that's
It will
useful.
also shoot its paralyzing spew as it vomits toward Metis. As Metis, I need a fortitude save.
Got it. Oh, it's an incapacitation move. I was like, why did I save that?
Yeah, I'm like, wait, why do you save that?
Because of the incapacitation tag.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, okay. You are correct. Alright, so you will take half of this. So nothing. Why is it -2?
What the hell?
Doesn't make
Why is
sense.
it -1?
Just
I see
take
-1.
It's supposed to be 1 damage. Just take 1 damage.
Oh, it's 1d6 -2. Yeah, that is
know
so
why
weird.
it's minusing. Well, it's whatever. It doesn't matter. And yeah, you are not paralyzed because you succeeded. And that
Just
will
for
be...
the record,
Mhm.
incapacitation is a tag on different moves where if whoever's doing it tries to do it on a creature of the higher level, whatever type of result they roll is just 1 degree higher. So
Yeah.
I normally would have failed that, but because it's an incapacitation move, I got 1 degree higher, which is normal success.
And then he is going to make a bite attack at Boros. And that'll be the end of his turn. That will hit.
Youch!
I need you to make a fortitude save, as can I... Yeah, just roll me fortitude. You'll take that.
No button for it, just,
Oh, there we go.
Very handy.
As you are good, as you feel as it bites into you, some like strange foul liquid from its fangs leaks into your wound, but you are able to fight off whatever sickening effect it tries to afflict upon you. Rashid.
Eek.
Alrighty. I want to flank, but I also want to be able to help Metis. I can't do both.
I'm okay, don't worry about me.
Didn't you get hit for 15?
You got healed.
I mean, I'm basically almost full health.
Alright.
Just ignore that my health is in the tens place.
That'll be gone.
Oops. I forgot how to... There. Gonna move to there. Find out that. And going to strike. Oh, I need to target, huh? There we go. Really starting strong. Good high rolls.
I'm sorry, man.
Is what it is. I mean, I'll take the lower chance to hit swing. See if I roll higher. Well, I did roll a higher natural roll.
Is the character off guard from flanking?
It's automatically calculated because of the way that it's set up. That's why it says target AC 14 instead of 16.
Yeah, I don't see dark AC.
Yeah, that's okay. It's automatically set up. Whenever
Yep,
you're standing between like this, where you're one across, it automatically does the flanking.
Yeah.
That'll be me. That's movement and 2 actions.
Alrighty, very unfortunate. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. As it goes to Periwinkle.
All right. Am I undetected from them?
Yes.
Then for the Sea Witch, can you place the off guard on her?
Nope, that's not the wrong button. That's not the correct button. Yep, it's on her.
Okay. Believe I have her targeted. I'm going to fire.
That'll hit.
Alright, let's see if Backstabber works this time.
In the end, I'll just apply another 1 damage if it doesn't, so. Okay.
Yeah, it says it. Applied it.
Anything else?
Then Periwinkle is going to do covered reload and take the hide action again.
Okay. And is that you?
No. Then Periwinkle is going to use Warning Shot.
Mm-hmm.
And attempt to demoralize the unharmed guy. That's between
The strange,
Metis and-
ghoulish creature.
Yeah,
Huh?
between next to Rashid and
Yeah, so it's a intimidation check against the will DC, so you can just press the intimidation. That is a success.
Is it a critical success?
No, absolutely.
Damn it. Well, then they're
Doesn't
demoralized.
take a -4 penalty if the target. Okay, I see. Yeah. So he is frightened one.
Because I do not take the -4.
Yeah, because it doesn't have a. It does. You're shooting a gun. It doesn't matter. The language there.
So Periwinkle fires the gun in the air to spook the nearby foe, and that will be the end of Periwinkle's turn.
Uzak.
Let's see. How is it a control move? Is how you do the
Yeah, if you're
steps?
Yeah, if you're trying to do the steps in between, it's you hold control. Yeah, as you do it.
5, 10. No. That's not how. That's 25. Doesn't. Can't go 1. Yeah. Huh.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get close to this guy, but I thought 5, 10, 15.
That's
I
25.
could get here.
Yeah, that's 25.
Well, I don't know why it's doing an extra step. Well, whatever. But I only have 20 feet of movement, so.
Oh, you only have 20. Are you
Yeah.
on a square? Actually, you are.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like you can get to him with only 20. You're gonna have to use 2 movements.
Yeah. All right. In that case, and 2 movements are just 2 actions, right?
Yeah, just 2 actions.
Okay. All right, we'll do that. Oh, hang on. And then how do I accept? Yeah, there you go. There we go. All right, 2 actions. One swing at this boy.
Go right ahead.
Actions. I have to target him or something. Double click
Yep.
to target.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if it's working. Hang on.
Or you could press the circle target button underneath the square on the side of the
Gotcha.
screen on the
Okay,
bar.
there we go. Nice.
Yeah, I mean,
Do I hit critical or do I hit
yeah, you hit
damage?
critical.
Okay. Well, that sucked.
Okay, I mean, yeah, you rolled a 1. That's unfortunate. Oof, that's
that's-
sad.
Yeah, is turning on my aura an action or a free action?
I believe it's just something that you have.
Alright, then I'll turn my aura, and that's me.
Alrighty. Metis.
All right. Let me see if I got any more cone. I don't think I do, but yeah, I don't. Wait, this is a cone, isn't it? Yeah. All right. I am going to cast. Wait, double check. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to cast Dizzying Colors. Same exact cone shape. I'm gonna need to make a will save this time, but no damage.
Okay. Success. Don't know where I rolled private that time. Critical success.
Man, these things save really fucking hard.
Yeah, I mean, their modifiers aren't that good. That was a 19 and then a and that was both. That was 2 natural 19s.
That's
It's
tough,
not
that's
that
tough,
these things
but
save real hard. Jake rolls ungodly well.
I do roll
without
very
trying.
well usually. Yes, unfortunately.
yeah, I didn't mean they had good stats. I just mean they are saving hard.
No, they're. I mean, I'm just telling you what they rolled.
So the successful one is dazzled for 1 round, and the crit obviously nothing.
Is that you?
Alright. No, I do have one more action. I'm going to use it to cast. Let me look at some. At 30 feet. I am going to cast Guidance on Rashid. So I can just drag that spell effect onto your token, and then when you do, what is an attack roll, saving
add it.
throw or something, you'll have the option to check it, and then it'll use it up. And it'll go away at the end of your turn, so make sure you use it.
I will.
And then you'll be immune to it for an hour.
And I have to
Yes.
use it before I roll, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
And that is my turn.
You can do a recovery check as well. You will take the 2 acid, though.
Oh, right. Forgot I had that.
Oh,
yeah.
very good.
Aha.
So that people know how persistent damage works. When you get persistent damage, you take the damage at the end of your turn, like you just saw with Metis there. He took the 2 extra acid. And then when you're taking persistent damage, you roll a recovery check after you take the damage. And a recovery check is a DC 15 flat check, meaning you have to roll 15 or better. On a 15 or better, you recover. If you roll lower, you do not. There are ways to lower the DC, but we'll get into that another time, just so that people are aware. Nevertheless, it goes to the Sea Witch's turn, who is going to glare out toward Rashid, and it is going to meet your gaze, and its eyes will glow a dark blue as it... I need you to make a will save.
Alrighty.
Sorry, did I say Rashid? I meant Uzak. My bad, I'm sorry. Because, yeah, it was Uzak. Because Uzak was the one that didn't take her deal. God. That'll make it. So, on a success, you're frightened 1. So, you're just frightened 1. And that will go down at the end of your turn. And that, let's see. Anything else from you?
Is Uzak still cursed?
No, the Mariner's Curse is gone. I removed it.
Okay.
She's going to move with her last action. That'll be her. Boros.
All right. Let's see. We will try to thin the numbers. I will take this one here. We swing the club.
Damn.
Grrr. So critical?
Yep. And that
Hell
was against,
this one that I was targeting because
Okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah. Yep, the flanking. I should have guessed that.
Critical club hit. Kaboom.
Kaboom indeed. As you club it on its head, a cracking sound is heard as you guys would see its head just cave in as it falls to the ground dead.
This is how we do it in the dungeons. And then I will club this one. No, not. I will not club it. I will. I'll tag it with my horns.
Ooh, a horn attack.
I got horns. Miss.
That will miss, and it also didn't apply map as well, so it extra misses.
Extra misses. Dang.
Anything else with your last action?
Well, I've got the shield raised. Could I?
So you do need to raise shield again if you want it to stay up. I believe that's how that works. It's raise shield, and then the shield... Am I wrong about that? It remains until the start of your next turn. And then at the start of your next turn, it's no longer raised. You have to use your action to raise it again if you want to keep it raising.
Yeah.
Okay, because I have drop and take cover as an option for it, but I don't have raise again.
Yeah, we just... I think that just means you just assume that if you're going to raise it again, you spend the extra action. And you don't have to drop.
Okay.
Drop would be if you're not raising it again.
Yeah, I think so. So let me... drop. 'Cause I'm not. I want to swing at him with it.
Okay.
No hit.
Oh, man. And that will be you then. That's 3 actions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as it'll go to this guy who is dazzled and will attempt its attack at Metis first. Actually, it will attempt to bite Boros first. Okay. Well, we'll go to bite you, Boros. Or attempt to, at the very least.
Okay.
That will hit. We
He's
need a
biting
con
me.
save again, and 8 piercing. Or, yeah, it's piercing.
Owie. And there was a save, you said?
Yes, the fortitude save. I linked it in chat.
Ah, there it is.
Okay.
Juicy.
I believe with a critical success, you're immune to it. Let me read this real quick. Where is this? No. Okay. Well, let me. Okay. Doesn't say you are. But anyway, it will then try to claw you, seeing how bad you are, as its last 2 attacks will be at you. So, boom. And then boom. And that's going to be it. Rashid.
Puny little fish cannot hit Boros. Even under the water, I am mighty.
Alrighty. Nope, that is. There we go. Going to move to there. And then I'm going to. Actually, wait. Take it back. I'm gonna only move to there. First and foremost, going to use an action to place my hand on Boris's shoulder. Take a breath, friend, as I'm going to lay on hands. Do I push
thank
the
you.
healing?
Mhm.
Or does he?
You have to press healing, and then you have to press roll healing. And then Boros presses apply healing.
There you go.
Tasty. Thank you, my friend. I feel better already.
Does they to drag the spell effect as well?
Yes. For the +2 AC. That would be Boros has to drag that onto him.
Right.
I do what?
So you'll see,
+2.
you'll see the spell effect Lay on Hands in Willing Living Creature.
Oh.
Click and drag that onto your token, and it'll give you the +2 AC since you got Lay on Hands.
Okay. I'm looking for where I click it. I clicked apply healing.
It says spell
This
effect
one?
in the description of Lay on Hands.
Aha. Okay. So the spell effect lay upon hands.
Click on
and
it.
just drag that onto me.
Yes.
Oh, neat.
Then I'm gonna try to strike it.
Go right ahead. Remember your guidance. You do have to apply it as you are going to do so.
Yes.
It will allow you as an option to do so. Okay, there you go.
And of course, I apply guidance to an extension 20.
Well, you would have lost it anyway, so. If you didn't, so.
Well, it could apply to my next attack. But anyways,
True enough.
I was trying to get the best chance of getting at least one hit. All right. Just click damage? No, click critical.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have enough actions for another attack?
No.
No, he
No, I
won't.
don't. You're right.
Okay.
But he only has the one. So.
But I click critical, not damage, right?
Correct.
Yes, click critical.
Okay.
It'll auto roll the crit dice. Oh,
It did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it's 2 times. Got it.
Mhm.
Okay.
yeah.
They don't double dice in Pathfinder like that. They just multiply.
Just double the damage. Got it.
Depending
yeah,
on
after-
it, some weapons get different effects, but that'll be a thing for later. Nevertheless, is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you?
It is me. I saw an axe that adds damage on the crit or uses different dice.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so it works.
Periwinkle.
Periwinkle's going to use covered reload, hide.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that's not enough.
No, I mean with the
Probably
loudness of your gun, they by this point have seen you with that blast, with that roll, as that will not be good enough to be hidden.
Okie dokie.
You can remove the hidden effect, so they
Thank
will not
you.
be off guard, unfortunately.
I'm gonna shoot at the hag again.
Go right ahead. Meow. Meow.
Lucy, you can't be here. This is at the bottom of the ocean.
Why not? We're hearing ourselves at the bottom of the ocean.
That's true. So I guess you
25
could be
hit.
here.
Yeah, with your weighted die, they do. This guy Periwinkle rolls well. Well, I say that, and then that happens. That's funny.
Alright. Then for my last action, gonna do covered reload again, hide.
Go right ahead. You can attempt to hide once more. What was that?
There's a sniffle.
Let me confirm, but... Where is it?
It's just their passive, I believe.
Yeah, it's 10 plus their perception mod, because it's first that. Okay. Yeah, they can't see. Yeah, is you are hidden now.
Alright. That's the end of my turn.
Uzak.
No, I don't want to target you anymore. You're dead. Take targeting off. Can I take? Fucking hell. Okay. Can I go here? Yes. Let's do that. Let's target this guy. And we'll swing on him.
All right. Will unfortunately miss.
Second attack.
That'll hit. As you cleave him in twine as he falls to the ground dead.
Cool. I think frightened goes down every turn.
Yep, as your frightened will decrease, as you can go ahead and decrease it by... There you go. And is that you? That was move 2 swings, so I believe so, but...
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Metis.
All right. I'm going to double check the range on something. 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, that is the cone. Oop. Perfect. I'm going to use Whispers of Weakness against the Sea Hag.
Okay.
It's my new funny thing. Basically, if they have any weaknesses, I learn them. I learn their lowest saving throw. And I got a +2 status bonus to my next attack roll against them.
They have a weakness to cold iron, as you gain
Cold
inclinations that this is some sort of fey-like creature, as cold iron strikes better against it. and you learn that it is not as dexterous or agile, so its reflex save is its lowest saving throw.
Got it. And then I'm gonna follow up with an admonishing ray.
You can go ahead and admonish her, sure.
Oh, I'm also curse bound. Let me do that real quick. I'm also super effing cursed.
What does your curse do?
It makes me enfeebled, I believe.
Oh wow, that's fun.
Yeah, as I hold on, let me get the actual wording. Curse of the Skies Call. Yeah, that's it. As I become lighter, my body is drawn towards the heavens. Silly me. Okay, so here's the attack roll for the admonishing ray. Oh, even with my pluses. Alright, I gotta hero point that. I simply have to.
You simply have to.
Okay.
Hits.
Excellent. And here is the damage.
Alrighty.
Bam.
Is that you?
That is me, yes.
So go to this creature. In response, it is going to acid arrow again. Again to Metis, because it Metis hit her. So, feeling the effects of the curse, it's gonna try it. She's gonna try and get at Metis again. Ooh! She misses.
Nothing to it.
Ooh. And then she'll use her last action to move further. And that is her. Boros.
I must give chase to the creature. Hold control and click to move. Is it? Or
So when you're measuring, you can control click after getting to a space. And when you press the control, when you hold control, you then click again and it'll show you another measure out.
okay. So click.
There you go, yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna move. Yes, I can. Oh god. Oh no. We've done bad. Oh no.
So this is the first
This is
20.
25.
And then the second
25.
25 would get you there. So you wouldn't be able to get her. Yeah, you'd need to move over one more, so you'd just be in range of her once you use the last action to move. Unless you have a effect that is reach. If you have a reach attack or anything like that.
I don't think so. Not with a club.
Clubs are not known for their reach. They're known for their soda.
Does size grant reach?
No.
I'll move forward then. One more, just to get in range.
Alrighty. Rashid, also your shield is no longer there and your lay on hands is no longer there. I just move over for you. Rashid, as it goes to you.
Alrighty. Well, let's start moving. It's one movement.
Mm-hmm.
Two movements. And then I'm gonna strike.
Sure, sure.
I did target it first. Does a 19 hit it?
Let me check.
With flanking? Sorry about that.
Yes. God, you move fast. What the hell?
Somebody gives me 5 feet extra, so I have 30.
Yep. As that will hit, yes. As you swing bring her down as she lets out a low screech as she falls to the ground, dead.
Oh, sea witch.
As all of them lay dead, you all successful in your assailment.
We have slain the rotten fish people.
Jacob, that is not correct according to the chart. It says reach tall, reach long. I mean,
But size large.
right, but the reach isn't different. 1 second.
No, you might be right.
I-
It's weird. Never mind.
So, I mean, I don't think he... Especially because if he did have reach, the weapon would say it as well. It would do that on the... You could have thrown it if he wanted to, but... But yes, it falls dead as you all successfully slay your assailers, them now lying dead upon the ground. And as they do, Metis, having called upon your oracle abilities, having called upon the power that sings to you, that calls to you from the star, you begin to see off in the distance as you begin to hear whispers and singing at the tips of your ear what looks like bits of stars as if they're moving upward in the direction sort of this way, as you see far off in the distance. It looks like starlight beaming upward from a ground as you see something sort of like an incline, as if the ground goes deeper, as if you'd be descending downward, where the starlight is moving up from further off in the distance.
There's something over there. Hold on.
More
let me
fish
just...
monsters.
No.
We will crush them next.
Hold on. Let me refocus.
And the ship is part of the ship is also nearby, but that starlight that you're seeing seems to be further off.
Okay.
Same direction. as the
Something
ship,
off in the
or-
distance. No, not in the direction of the ship is what he's seeing.
And
But none of you
just
see
so,
it. Just Metis. If any of you look
Just so
the way that he's
you're
looking.
aware,
Go ahead.
when I refocus, it does get rid of the curse-bound
Yeah,
condition.
as soon as you
Okay.
refocus, the starlight slowly begins to fade out as the curse fades.
There was something over there. Starlight or something. I would like to go have a look. And Metis just starts walking without waiting to hear an answer.
Can
Yes, we will look.
Can we take a moment first, or is this time sensitive?
Oh, no, I could wait.
How long does refocusing take?
10 minutes.
No, I'll say 10 minutes.
I'm sorry, I thought you had an instant refocus thing. That's why I was
No,
like
no,
allowed
I
with
just...
that.
No, I was
Oh,
like, give me a
No,
minute.
never mind. Okay, he goes as
Ten
Metis
minutes.
starts to ruminate on what's happening, looking that way as he's standing there for 10 minutes. Nothing says you can't move while refocusing, I think, actually. But nevertheless, as he's attempting to refocus, you guys will have 10 minutes. The ship wreck is nearby, just a couple feet beyond what would be the edge of the map. And whatever Metis is referring to is further on. So I asked the question of, what are you all doing? Are you attempting to explore the ship, part of the ship that has come down, and what's happening as you wait?
So if I understand Menace's curse, he's floating now?
Slightly, yes. And he has
Once
starlight glowing in his eyes and such.
Before I refocus, that is.
Yeah.
Then I'm back to normal. Back to normal old Metis.
Before we take the time to refocus, I will walk over to Boros and pat him on the back. You did good, and give him another lay on hands.
Huh. Yes, thank you. I guess I did do good, didn't I?
That's
You know, it's
wrong.
not. I'm not used to getting rewarded for clubbing the heads in of my enemies, but this I could get used to.
There you go, friend.
Tasty. Thank you.
And I have every intention of investigating the ship,
Mm-hmm.
unless Metis's direction he saw something takes him elsewhere. So I'm not splitting up.
Meadows will say, "Oh no, we can explore the ship first." But he keeps turning his head and glancing back in that same direction.
Alrighty. And as you guys go to then move to explore the ship, why don't we take 5 minutes as we go take our break for the night then, as I need to go use the bathroom and have to ask Alex something as well.
All right.
Okay,
Okie dokie.
So I'll be back in 5. Everyone take a 5.
sounds good.
Sure.
Anyway, as the combat has ended, you all have spent your 10 minutes refocusing and such. What do you do?
Periwinkle's gonna hop onto the injured Boros, and I think we're exploring the ship.
Yes, that is where Metis was headed, right?
Metis was headed. Metis said he would come with us, but he's clearly
Yeah.
distracted, I believe.
His mind's somewhere else. Okay.
But he said he'd go with you.
Okay. Then to the ship. We explored
well-
the ship and then we go to Metis's thing.
Yeah. Metis is still staring in the other direction as he's walking towards the ship.
As you guys start to
Very
head
focused.
toward the ship, walking over, you begin to draw in closer. As you see, not the entirety of the ship as you draw in closer. You see what looks to be the back half of the ship, long claws etched across it, as you see the sort of back half that was smacked by the large creature where the captain once stood. There are large claw marks going through it, very clearly having damaged the ship, but not fully shredding it to bits. As you approach over, as you do, the place is in wrecks, the interior, as you walk over to the front and you're able to peer into what appears to be what mostly looks like the hold that survived. As you see various items, foods and such strewn about the floor, as they are seemingly wet, as if they are underwater, and some of them are floating in the air, as you see the dresses from the ship as well floating in the air. And you see, no longer held in chain with its lid open, embedded onto the ground as the back stone wall has broken in, that stone coffin lay open, as low red light emanates from inside of it as it lays inside the ship still. But aside from that, there are several chests floating through the air inside the ship, barrels and such that are filled with food that are spilling out, floating, and all the other sorts of things, as there appears to be many different varieties of items about.
Oh. Periwinkle's gonna go look at the opened coffin with the strange red light coming out of it.
Sure. As Periwinkle goes to approach that, anyone following and going to look in as well, as you approach the coffin,
Yeah.
find it empty. There is nothing within. There is no corpse or anything else of the sort. Instead, engraved upon the interior of the coffin itself, there are what look to be strange runic symbols that are engraved upon it that glow a dark red color. As well, atop the runes themselves, sitting atop it, basking in that low red glow as well, is an axe. As you would see, what looks to be a great axe that bears the design of a human skull upon the side of the sort of middle of the axe where it stands.
Is there any way I could get a magic sense off of it? Would that be an Arcana check?
Sure, you can do an Arcana check if you'd like.
I'm not untrained. Would you let me?
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I do okay, whatever. Sorry.
You certainly get the impression that there's a lot of magic there. You're not sure if the magic emanates from the axe or just from the runes that the axe are sitting upon currently.
Fair.
As if falling to the bottom of the ocean was not bad enough. Now there is man with axe after our guest. Can I try and take the axe out?
Yeah, I mean, as you go to pick up the axe, it is slightly warm to the touch, while also feeling as if it was covered in water. As you lift it up, you feel as though you're lifting an item out of water at first, but then quickly, once you pull it up toward your chest, it feels as if it pulls through clean air, as if you were moving around before and such. As you pull the axe from where it was, as you do, you see engraved on the backside of the axe, near the tips of the blades, 2 of those runes from the interior of the coffin are burned onto the axe on both sides of the blades. As you see them both burned onto there, and as you see them burning onto there, you see 2 of the runes inside of the coffin fade out as well.
As I take the axe, they go away.
Yes, as 2 of
And I
the
don't know what the
runes
runes
inside.
say.
No, it's just sort of runic carving. You're not quite sure.
Strange. I have a bad feeling about that, but I will keep the axe just in case. Unless one of you wishes to hold this.
And just to be clear as well, when you are trying to when you find a magic item and such in Pathfinder, you can spend 10 minutes to identify the particulars of it.
I'll hold on to the axe if you don't want it, Boros. Seems
Yes,
a
you
lot more
take
my
the axe.
style.
Yes. Very, very you. Here
Very
you
me.
go.
Thanks. I mean, if we're like investigating here, I'd spend 10 minutes.
Yeah,
trying
sure,
to
you can
identify
spend
it.
10 minutes.
Yeah. If they're looking around the ship and all that.
As the runes, as there are still what look to be 3 more runes glowing within the coffin.
And it's like clear that the physics are like the water of physics are applying to everything but us.
Yes,
from the boat.
that's correct. The coffin seems
sunk.
to be heavy, so that's the reason
So
why
it
it's
naturally
not
would have
it's
sunk,
naturally just
yeah.
sunk. But yes, everything else is floating about as if the water physics apply to it. Yes.
And no sign of any crew or people or.
No people, no.
Hmm.
But there are again like various things, baubles moving about the area, chests and such. You know.
I mean, it's a long shot, but is there any way I can kind of. I don't even know, because it's so out of our, like, ballpark, but to, like, track someone, you would, like, you're trying
to look
wood
around,
or something,
yeah,
but
I mean, you're trying to look around for any signs of someone who could have moved through here?
perhaps, yeah, or any kind of.
Yeah, no, I mean,
anything like that.
Yeah,
but
you
like I
can-
said, I don't even know what I'd be looking for.
you could give me a survival check, I would say, as you go to look for something like that. Again, it's a higher DC, it's not
Survival.
exactly easy to figure out. As you look about for any signs of life within, you would see between like the large holes where the claws came down, you do see what looks to be dripping blood that was on the ground, and you can see that there's a trail of blood that leads outside of the ship and starts to move in a direction.
So I would definitely point out the trail of blood. There is trail of blood on like the ground, on the coral. I'm assuming it's not
So
like
it's in the ship first, and then it goes outside
Floaty.
as if it was walking upon the coral itself. Yeah, it looks normal, as if it was bleeding upon the ground like you guys would, not floating.
Okay, gotcha. Not floating blood, but stuck on ground from ship leading away this way.
Menace
It wasn't
turns
coming
back.
from the coffin,
Oh.
was it?
No, it was like between like the it was like between the little areas of the ship itself, like where the large wound of the ship came in. Like the large smack against it, I suppose, is what I mean.
Yeah.
Menace turns back. He's
Path of
"What?
blood. Yes,
Blood
looks like
path?
trouble, friends.
Oh. Hey, cool axe. What is it? Is the direction of the blood in any way close to the location I
Does
would
not
like to
appear
go?
to be, no.
Completely different. Okay.
That is correct.
Periwinkle is gonna touch one of the glowing runes.
Yeah, as you touch one of the glowing runes, holding your hand, even before you touch it, if you hold your hand above it, you begin to feel a slight burning sensation as the red light begins to sort of move over your hand. And as the burning is like going over, you feel as though your hand is like getting, so to say, what's the word, stronger, as if it's gaining like more potency, or sort of is what I'd say. If you pull your hand back away from the burning, it stops.
Periwinkle's gonna pull out his rifle and he's going to place it directly up against one of the runes.
As you begin to place it against one of the runes, you begin to hear a burning sensation, that same sizzling. And are you just going to wait until it stops?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you wait, it takes about a minute. And then after the minute passes, you see the light from that rune fade. And if you pull the gun back up to look, you would see engraved on the side of your gun is that red glowing rune now.
Interesting.
Do we recognize the runes in any way?
You do not, no.
Yeah, he would.
As there are only 2 more runes left now.
Gonna hold the. It would be the hammer. He's gonna hold the long hammer, in the same way that Periwinkle just did his gun.
Yeah, same thing begins to happen. If you wait the minute, it will fully burn onto the weapon as the light from that rune will fade, and the rune will now be on the weapon.
All right.
You stealing the letters of this language for yourselves?
I believe we're adapting whatever effects it has to our equipment.
And you said there were runes on the axe already?
Yeah, there were 2 runes on the axe already.
Okay.
And 1 rune
Then I will
remains
add the rune.
inside of the coffin.
Can I put it on my shield?
Has nobody translated these runes yet?
We all
Nobody
failed
seemed to be
read
able
them.
to know them. They didn't seem to be written in a language that anyone knew.
Okay, okay.
Let's see. Can you put it on the shield? It's a good question. As what I'm doing right now is technically just a funny way of giving you a magic item. Let me see. Do shields get runes? Yeah, I mean, I suppose it can. It's a little higher level than what I was giving here, but that is okay. Give me 1 second. Increase shield AC. Give me 1 moment. I'm just trying to see what exactly goes on with this.
If that doesn't work, I could just do the club too.
Well, I'm trying to see what increases if the shield gets if a shield can get an armor rune, or if a shield only gets reinforcing rune.
I think a shield could get a potency, but only if it's a spiked or the attack ones.
Well, that would be weapon potency. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so I mean, if you hold the shield over toward it, it will burn upon the shield.
Look at that. I was expecting it to discriminate against shield.
And there are no runes left, and as the final rune burns away, the coffin cracks, and it splits in half, and as it splits in half, you begin to see it disintegrate in the water as bits and pieces of it begin to crack off more as it floats away.
Oh. Well, I didn't know that was going to happen. I mean, the captain's poor father was in that coffin.
Certainly 10 minutes
Yes.
would pass, by the way. And I will show you what the axe does, Hamby.
Cool.
Well, it's 10 minutes. Can I try identifying what that roommate did to the rifle?
Yeah, no, sure, that's fine.
Yeah, also, I want to do that too.
Give me 1 second. As those of you trying to identify the runes on your weapon and shield now, can roll me an Arcana or Occultism check.
Whew, they're both so tempting.
Hey,
You'll learn
let
something about it either way, but
I'm gonna really use a heroic if I can.
you're going to use a hero point?
Me
Sure,
too.
you're able to do
Yeah.
so.
How's that?
Yeah, hero point it is.
I'm gonna switch to the Arcana too, because I think my 0 in that is a little less of a 0 than in Occultism.
So you use the hero
A
point
little
and
less of a
changed it
zero.
to Arcana. Sure, that's fine.
Oh boy, yay. A whole 3 better.
Absolutely.
I enjoy that our group is almost pure religion.
I'm trying to figure out how to show you this item as well. Maybe if I... No, that's not what it... That's a tile.
That's just a big axe on the field, though.
So, Hamby, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go
You want to just place it in my
into...
inventory?
I'm going to go configure ownership. Owner. Or maybe observer would even work. Go into the item section, which is the one with the briefcase, and in there you should see something called the
Retribution axe.
Retribution Axe. If you press on it,
Yes.
you should be able to read it. Can you read what it does?
Yes.
Okay, so you can read what it does, and then if you want to tell people, you can tell people.
The blade of this +1 great axe bears the design of a human skull. Whenever a creature damages you with an attack, the skull changes its appearance to look like the face of that creature. Neato. You get a +2 circumstance bonus to your next damage roll against that creature before the end of your turn. Because the face reshapes each time you're damaged, you get the additional damage only if you attack the creature that damaged you most recently. Okay, cool. Neato.
And it is a +1 great axe. Were you telling? Whereas it was Uzak explaining that in character as well?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you guys know what the weapon does then. And as each of you spend your time, each of you get this. Your weapon potency has increased as each of you have increased the weapon to a potency 1 weapon. As it is a +1 weapon now, meaning it has a +1 to hit. For you, Boros, you now have a reinforcing rune. The hardness of the shield increases by 3.
Hey.
And I need to figure out the rest of that because baseline, it increases the shield's hit points by 44 and the BT by 22. I think that's too much. So
That's a lot.
I think it's going to be 5 to BT, so the BT will increase by 5. And the HP is going to increase by 10. Let me see if I can edit that myself. As I go to the Fortress Shield, go here. Go ahead.
Details.
How would we add a potency rune to our weapon?
Yeah, no, perfect. Give me 1 second and I'll explain that. In fact, actually, when you're in the character sheet, go to your inventory.
Uh-huh.
go to the weapon that has that now has the potency on it, and you'll see a button that says Edit Item. Click that, and in the Edit section, there's going to be one that says Details. You'll click on Details, and one of the item things it'll have is Precious Materials and Runes, and one will have a Potency rune, and you can increase it to a +1 potency. Make sure to not do +1 striking. It is not striking. It is just +1 potency. So hardness increases by 3, so you have 9 hardness now. HP increases by 10, so it's 34. And where's the break threshold?
The break threshold is just half of the HP usually, I think.
Oh, okay. So that updated perfectly. So it's 17. So there you go. The shield has increased.
Stronger shield, very nice.
It has more HP than you now.
That is cool.
It won't.
What does the potency rune do? I don't remember.
Potency is a +1
Hit.
to hit.
Okay.
As each of your weapons has increased by that. All of you know that innately. However, aside from that, the only one who knows anything else is Metis. Metis, actually, did you put a potency rune on?
No.
Yeah, so you don't know anything. You're not identifying. You just rolled a nat 20 for nothing.
Just a flex.
Yeah, I mean, unless you were analyzing someone else's, were you doing that for them, or were they all doing it for themselves?
I thought someone would need help.
Actually, Periwinkle would go to Metis.
So Metis, you were
Because
examining
Metis has used magic.
periwinkles, then, we'll assume. Yeah, you can tell that there is something else engraved upon the weapon now, too. There is a magic that you can't fully place. That's what you can tell about it, is that it's not awakened yet. As there is something now slumbering in the weapon. As there is a potent magic that lies within.
Something's not right with this weapon.
And it is a
something else.
potent, unholy magic.
Something unholy. No, it's probably fine. Seems dormant. Anyway, enjoy the new weapon.
It won't harm Periwinkle?
No. Probably not right now.
Probably not right now.
Periwinkle will nod at that. Just try to hop on Metis' shoulder.
And I'll help people with changing weapon runes and such after session. I don't feel like it's fully necessary now. And what are you guys going to do with the axe?
I'm holding on to it.
Yeah, I assumed Uzak was holding on
Uzak's
to
just
it.
keeping it?
Yeah,
All right, I'll drag it onto your chute.
I already did.
Okay, perfect. There you go.
I wanted to see if that would work, and it did.
Absolutely
I was
does.
like, I guess I got it.
And as you all are sitting about, the blood stained on the floor that leads outward, there are the chests and other items that are floating about that have still not been looked into. And then there's also the pathway toward the starry light that was cascading upward that Metis saw. So what are you all going to do?
Periwinkle will attempt to open some of the chests.
Sure. As you will go to open some of the chests, you can roll me a... Let's
Rashid would
say...
be assisting.
Can roll me an investigation or a perception check as you're looking through the items about in the chests and such.
I roll separately if assisting, correct?
If you're just assisting, you need to roll the same check with a DC of 10 to give a +1. Or to give a different thing. Or you could just do a separate check entirely to see if you get something different.
Is it just perception? Because I don't see an investigation.
So investigation, I believe, should be on there. Is there not investigation? Where is it?
Nope.
What the fuck do investigators do?
Perception.
Is there no intelligence skill check for searching around? Well, just do perception. That's fine. Apologies, I'm still caught up in... as I am.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you're not providing any assistance as you go
Right.
through. Periwinkle, as you pull open one of the chests, you'd pull open a chest that are filled with several vials. Several of these vials have broken, shattered, leaving crimson red liquid staining the inside of the chest itself. However, there are several inside that are not, as you see what look to be 5 vials containing a crimson red liquid within. And the crimson red liquid, I mean, I'm sure you guys have, you especially, you were a hunter. You believe these are minor healing potions as you look to see them.
Yeah. Periwinkle will take them.
As those are 5 minor healing potions.
Shall we divvy those out?
Well, you're the one who caused the others to break. Sorry. Periwinkle thinks that you caused, or that Rashid caused the others to break.
Just so that I'm not potentially lying to Rashid, do I know that I did it or not?
I mean, you didn't. That's up to you.
Okay.
It was on a ship that got slammed down to the bottom of the ocean and also got its claw driven through. So.
Accusations without any evidence. I have done no such things, Periwinkle.
Periwinkle watched Rashid's ham-fisted searching.
You watched me assisting you, little one. Just as we assist each other when we combat things, we should be evenly distributing them to everyone.
And yet Rashid didn't say Periwinkle did a good job. Only Boris.
I was healing a wounded ally, both emotionally and physically. You weren't wounded, Periwinkle.
I am so sorry. Periwinkle, you did fantastic. You know what? Everyone did fantastic. I think we should all be proud of ourselves.
And Periwinkle will offer a minor healing potion out to Metis.
Kaboom, that's how you do it.
Razzle dazzle charm.
Jay, I don't think I need to tell you, but just to say to everyone, if you're adding a minor healing potion to your sheet, you can go ahead and type minor healing potion into your into the compendium and just drag.
It's under consumables as well.
It is. That's correct.
Thank you, Periwinkle. It's very kind. You didn't need to share it, but you did, and I appreciate that.
Periwinkle's gonna hold a second one out to Metis.
I would like very much potion.
Yeah,
I will
Metis-
be kind
Metis-
to you, Periwinkle.
Medicine won't accept
Periwinkle will
the
hold
second
one
one.
out to Boris.
Thank you, my tiny king.
Tiny king.
Periwinkle's gonna hold out a second one.
You are too kind.
There's only one left. There are 5, so 4 are gone.
The Periwinkle only has one now?
There's only one left, yeah.
Periwinkle's only holding one.
Look, I'm not the type to kiss ass to get what I want, so you can keep it.
And Periwinkle's giving Rashid a sly look.
You are
What
not,
do you say? What do you say?
They were not your potions to use for back pats to make yourself feel special, Periwinkle. If that sort of attitude will continue going forward, it will hinder the entire party.
Periwinkle thinks being nice isn't so hard, but
I
it
haven't
appears to be
been
for
mean.
some.
I'm not bending over for you. I have been kind to you this entire venture. You were
It's okay,
jealous
Rashid.
that I patted
could-
Boros on the back. That
You can
is
have my
petty.
potion.
It is not about that, Metis. It is about Periwinkle carrying his pettiness above the survival of the entire group that he's relying on as well.
Periwinkle thinks Periwinkle has done much to help. Periwinkle figured out the rune. Periwinkle found the potions.
And no one said you hadn't. But then you used these potions for self-centered blackmail.
Periwinkle blackmailed no one.
You gave potions for people complimenting you. Like a petty noble.
No, Periwinkle was just giving potions to Periwinkle's friends.
Well then, I will open the chest next time instead of simply assisting you.
Periwinkle motioned to the other chests.
You mean the broken ones?
Are they all broken?
No, there's several chests about. Not all of them are broken.
It's just this chest was full of broken vials and only had 5 unbroken ones.
That is correct.
I mean, I'll just go try to open a chest.
Sure. Give me a perception. Okay.
However, Periwinkle will take Rashid's words to heart and will walk over to Uzak and hold a healing potion out to him.
Uzak would shrug and be like, alright. And take it.
As you open this chest, going through to take a look, as you pull open the chest and you see what looks to be several pieces of parchment that are just covered in what look to be, stained with water. As you see what look to be several scrolls, looks to be what would have been magic item scrolls that are all sort of ruined and now no longer viable as they are covered in that wetness.
So they're ruined scrolls?
Yes, as it's all ruined scrolls within, save for what looks to be one. As there is one scroll that appears to be fully undamaged and unmoved as well.
Were they lesser healing potions or minor?
Minor.
Thank you.
We all wish they were lesser.
Yeah.
Does it require a special thing to understand what a scroll is? Not that it is a magical scroll, but what a magical scroll does.
Yeah, sure.
Depends on the spell, I think.
So is that?
I believe it depends on the spell or its magic.
So you do a recall knowledge to try and identify the spells. Scroll, if you do not have any knowledge that you are trained in to do it, you use identify magic, so it's another 10 minutes.
Then I would have to do 10 minutes.
That's fine.
Well, Periwinkle's gonna go open up the other chests.
Yeah, as you start to go through the other chests, as you'd go through and find mostly broken bits and things within them. Nothing of particular note inside, as it seems as though these are certainly not working anymore. Give me 1 second as I'm trying to figure something out as well. Sorry about that.
Beyond,
I was trying to I was texting Alex my my dinner order. Apologies for that.
beyond that, Periwinkle will also just gather up any usable food.
Yeah, as you're trying to find any usable food.
Yeah, things like apples and things that wouldn't be ruined just by being in the water immediately.
I'll tell you
So
this,
fruits and vegetables.
Rashid, it is going to be a restoration spell scroll. As it is the spell Restoration, a 2nd level spell. I'll go ahead and link it
Okay.
in chat. And as you are looking about, Periwinkle, you would find, and anyone else who's going about, looking about, what looks to be a large cabinet that is not floating about, that sits where the clothing was, and the clothing having its far away. As this cabinet, sorry, wardrobe is probably the more appropriate word, is shut.
Oh, Periwinkle will open that.
Absolutely. As you open up the wardrobe, as the wardrobe swings open, you would see inside a mannequin that sits completely bare, no clothing upon it. But as you look at it, you would see several items are upon it. As you see a large cape that seems to have the pelt of some sort of beast. You can immediately recognize it seems to be a coyote pelt. You were a hunter in the past. Gloves that are worn upon its hands. 2 bracers that are upon its is as well. And then 1 shoulder piece that gleams with what looks to be a golden eagle's head upon it.
Do they seem magical?
The eagle's head gleams, so certainly that seems magical.
Epaulette.
Specifically, the shoulder piece is an epaulette, which is the ornamental piece that's worn by like a navy uniform. For those that don't, Jacob might know what that is actually, but other people might not. That's why I bring it up. I would put that. That wouldn't be something I'd put past you. But that's what sits there. It certainly seems magical as it gleams, like I said. But the other items, you're not quite sure. You would wager probably.
Periwinkle would motion to Metis
Yes.
in the way of a sprite, which is waving their arms around wildly.
Yes, what can I help you with, Periwinkle?
Periwinkle would like to know if these items are magical.
All right. Give me a second. Metis will cast Detect Magic.
Yes, they are all magical, every single one of them.
Yep, these are magical, all right.
And I will do everyone a favor, as to no longer draw out the sort of, let's figure out what these magic items are. They are several different things. As the first is the shoulder piece is the Golden Legion Epaulet. So I'll link it in chat. People can read it. Link them in chat, and then when people read them, I will add them to the character sheet if whoever wants them. The Coyote Cloak, the base version, not the greater. So there you are.
Where's the chat they're getting linked in?
Pathfinder,
chat.
Empyrea, Hunt,
Oh yeah.
Discord.
Discord chat.
Oh, Discord.
The
Gotcha.
Charlatan's Gloves. And then the bracers of missile deflection. And I will say, for our larger sized party members and our smaller sized party members, everyone knows that magical items, upon being invested, if they have investment or anything else of the sort, will shrink down to the size of the person that uses them. Is the retribution action invested item? Oh, it isn't. Wow, that's crazy. All of these are at least. And invested is this system's version of attunement. You have a lot of investment slots though. I think it's like 12. 10, sorry. But yeah, as you guys can read through those, or I can read if you guys want me to, I can read through each of them if you want.
I'm ready through them now.
Yeah, me too.
As assumingly, you guys will take the 40 or so minutes to identify everything and figure out what they do.
Sure.
Yes.
It'd be 10 minutes if each person takes a different item.
That's true. Only 10 minutes. We can assume it's that.
Well, could
Sure.
I, instead of identifying item, start doing some treat wounds?
Yeah, no, you could absolutely do that.
Yeah. First, I'll treat myself, and then I'll treat. No, I'll treat Boros first. I think he's earned it.
We don't have to go
Thank you.
through. We can assume you heal everybody to full HP. We can do the classic Maya move.
All right, cool.
So everyone can just move themselves to full HP if they're not. Certainly enough time for you to do so.
Excellent.
For the bracers of missile deflection,
Mm-hmm.
is it just a reaction to trigger them?
Yes, you'll see the activate. When at the activate in the chat, you'll see in the description, you'll see it looks to be a circle arrow. That is the symbol for reaction. So when you see that on something, that is what that symbol means.
Going to just walk over to Boros and hold the scroll out towards him. I believe this would be best in your caring hands.
Which ones?
The scroll of restoration.
Ah. I would happily take this and use it to assist my allies. After I figure out how to read it.
Periwinkle is like the cloak.
Take
I
it.
have no problems with this. I think it would look dashing on you.
Periwinkle agrees.
Which of us should be the beacon? Pointing to the Golden Legion epaulette.
I've given you the handout in chat in the item section, Jacob, but I'm also going to drag it onto your sheet now for the coyote.
Personally, I'm not a fan of drawing too much attention to myself.
And
with
actually,
glowing lights.
for that as well, each of you would probably recognize the golden eagle symbol as the symbol of one of the kingdoms of the world. Give me 1 second as I'm pulling up a lore document. As it's just cursory knowledge, I don't think any of you would know particularly more than that, so I'll just give you a small thing. Apologies, I'm trying to pull this open, and World After the Fall is the document I'm looking for. There you go.
And is this an investment item?
These are all investment items, yes.
Okay, so I should click the toggle investment.
You should, yes. So in the land of Istrel, which was once considered the Golden Land, it was a continent to the east, one of the great continents, that was said to be blessed by the gods. There was the Istrelian Empire that reigned over there, and the symbol of the eagle, the golden eagle, was their symbol. The land of Istrel has since been torn apart. The continent itself was literally ruptured by storms ripping it apart during the Godfall. But you recognize that symbol as one of the symbols of the Holy Empire. As, to your knowledge, they were Holy Conquering Empire that were leading crusade to conquer the entirety of the continent, and probably would have conquered the rest of the world once they tried to conquer the rest of the world once they left the continent, if they succeeded.
With that knowledge, then.
Whatever your view be on that, they were a nation that were pious at the very least and believed they were doing a holy cause. So,
Right. I believe it would be best on either myself or Boros, if Uzak's not interested in it.
I
Unless
take
Meta-
scroll. I do not feel very good at this beacon business, personally.
Scroll is going to benefit someone that's not even you, friend. This is not about self-gain. This is about success of us living.
True. Eh,
You are often at the center of things, Boros.
They may look very dashing on me. I accept. I will take these golden things.
All right, so you're gonna take it.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and reveal it to you, making you the observer in the items section, and then I'll drag it onto your character sheet.
And I believe
You'll go ahead and want to
the-
press toggle investment and change carry type to worn as well. Once it's in the inventory.
pointing to the bracers, gonna look right at Metis and go, as much as you draw the ire of those at range, I believe you should take these.
Me? What if somebody
got
else wants them?
Who got shot at? Did someone else already say they want them?
No.
Okay.
Meta said that anyway. What if somebody else wants them?
If someone else wants them, they are free to argue their case. It would benefit any of us, but you have, in our short time fighting alongside each other, drawn the most ire of those not in melee.
Well,
And,
I guess I can't argue with that.
And I mean no offense in saying this, Metis. You cannot take quite the hit that Uzak, myself, or Boros can. And Periwinkle is good at not being seen.
Oh, well, that's because you guys are just amazing. I'm
So
just
are
your
you.
average bird. Blessed with divine purpose, of course.
And magical abilities that you can do things at a range. I would prefer you stay standing in combat.
All right. I'll take them. Thank you.
All right, Jay, they're in the inventory section for you and items. You can move it to your character sheet yourself.
I destroy.
I'm not giving it to you. Did I
No
give you the
one
right
could
thing?
have them. Yeah.
It was braces of missile deflection. I didn't give you the gloves accidentally.
No. That's the right thing.
Okay, perfect. As the gloves are the only thing that remain now.
I missed reading those. Sorry, taking just a second.
Give that to Periwinkle, dude.
yeah. Except, not exactly trusting Periwinkle right now, Rashid isn't.
What do? They are the only item remaining of what you found.
Rashid is going to pause a moment. He's going to actually pick up the gloves. Not put them on, just pick them up. And closes his eyes for a moment, takes a breath, nods his head. That is what he would do. He's going to walk over to Periwinkle, kneel down so he's not, towering quite as high above Periwinkle, and is going to hold out the gloves to him. I believe you would be the most talented with these. I just hope that you take this as a gesture of my wanting you to cooperate with the betterment of the group, and not me trying to be at odds or hold anything against you, Periwinkle.
Periwinkle accepts your apology. Periwinkle will take the gloves.
His jaw very clearly sets, doesn't say anything else, and stands back up.
I've gone ahead and revealed it to you inside of the item section, Jacob. You can drag it to your sheet.
Hooray, we're all friends. Oh, this is going to be such a pleasant journey.
Hopefully we can leave the water soon. This is not my favorite place to be.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I'm worried I'll start drowning any minute.
I'm worried I'm going to start to prune.
Unless you already are.
Yes,
Can't tell. The green skin. Can't tell.
So then why are you worried?
Well, you guys
'Cause I
don't
can
feel
feel
wet
it.
either. You guys do feel normal. Like, you don't feel wet, you feel dry for the most part. You felt wet initially as if you were dropped in water, but you're not, like, continually getting wet.
It's psychosomatic then.
It's very strange. Very strange, to say the least. So what do you all do?
I was muted.
Oh.
Metis, you had a thing you saw that you wished to pursue?
Yes, something strange. This way. Meta starts leading the way towards what we saw.
Are you sure?
I'll follow Mattis.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm just asking if you're sure.
Well, maybe I am sure.
Okay. So you're not going to investigate the blood, then, to be clear.
It will be there when we
Metis
get
is
there.
all right with that.
Maybe it will, maybe it won't.
I'll investigate the blood.
I'll
Well,
go
the
with-
blood's already been identified. It's just a matter of if you're following it.
Oh. Metis, can you hold on to the direction just a bit longer? This blood may go. We are in water.
Okay.
Just start following the blood.
Yeah, I'd follow Rashid.
As you go to follow
For
the blood,
then.
you will walk following the blood for a time, probably about 3 minutes. And eventually you would find the body of the captain laid face down in a pool of his own blood. Just about half of the upper half of his body, like the side of his arm and chest, are completely gone. With his cheek barely, his jaw barely hanging on as he lays on the ground, fully dead.
I immediately start to loot his body. Or to investigate for loot on his body.
Yeah, sure. I mean, as you look the captain over,
Yep, going through every pocket, looking for anything.
nothing in his pockets. The only thing on him aside are his weapons and armor.
Does it look like he was like smashed by something or like bitten by something?
Oh, give me a survival check.
Any way to like identify that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
If I remember right,
There
his
it is.
weapons were hand crossbows.
He has a hand crossbow and a +1 potency rapier on him.
What kind? Is this armor magical or no?
No, the armor is just leather.
Okay. don't
Boros,
wear it,
you
that's
see the clear wound of those massive claws that raked through him when he shot at the massive creature with the crossbow. So that's what you immediately see. That clearly did a fair bit of damage to him. But aside from that, you also see across his neck what looks to be a single puncture wound that goes from one side of the neck through the other, as if something stabbed him through the throat. And you see clear signs that someone else also rummaged through him already.
Many things have happened to the poor captain. First, he crashed his ship into sea monster. Then he sank to bottom of ocean. And he was clawed by monster, and also he was stabbed by thing in neck here and here, you see. And also he was already looted. His pockets already outturned.
Yes, that
We are not first to find Captain.
somehow does not surprise me.
I don't know what to do with this body of his. Have you found anything useful, Boros? Not I am Boros. Have you found anything useful, Uzak?
Nope. Looks like, as you said, somebody went through his shit already, took whatever they needed.
Well, we have found the captain.
Does it seem like he's affected by the gravity of the water around us, or is he kind of like in our situation too? He is in your situation.
He's like laying there.
He's just laying there.
Okay.
Periwinkle.
And yeah, I'd point that out too. He does not float. He sits like us.
Periwinkle's gonna look around for any other signs of whoever who may have looted the captain and where they went.
Sure. I mean, as you search around for signs of it, it's, nothing. As you do not notice any signs of what could have happened here. No roll necessary.
Well, if we are in agreement that Captain met unfortunate fate we not know more about, then I believe we check on Metis's desire to go that direction.
Yes, my apologies for delaying it, Metis.
Periwinkle is just gonna quickly ask, is anything magical?
Let me see.
The rapier would be.
Yeah. The rapier is magical.
And if you examine it over, you'd be able to recognize a weapon potency rune on it, a normal one, not the red ones that you have on your weapons now.
Is it possible to transfer a potency room?
It is, yes.
Periwinkle will pick up the rapier then.
All right. As you pick up the rapier. Just a normal +1 rapier, so let's see, +1 rapier. Yeah, you just add a rapier to your sheet and then make it a +1.
Okay.
Come this way. It was over this way. Follow me.
Did follow Metis.
As you guys walk
Check on
off,
his thing.
who's the last person? Who's the person at the back following?
Also Maddox.
Yeah, you're leading.
Probably Periwinkle then.
Periwinkle, you swear you hear what sounds like a wheezing noise behind you.
Periwinkle does not wish to alarm, but Periwinkle hears something behind us, and Periwinkle's gonna glance back.
As you glance back, you would see the captain's body moving some as you hear the wheezing noise.
And Periwinkle thinks the captain is not dead. And Periwinkle's gonna rush forward to hide behind whoever's next in line.
Okay, Uzak steps forward and he says, "Lucky me, I get to be the one who kill him after all."
I'd start making my way to the captain.
We should ask questions, not kill.
Well, sure, we should do that first, but...
In the state he is in, I don't know. Maybe we should kill him sooner. He is probably not feeling very well.
I am more concerned with what he didn't tell us than his comfort.
Yes, that is true too.
But guys, on the light.
Fortis. My thing.
My shiny!
I need to know.
I mean, Uzak doesn't really care one or other. He'd probably just go up and brain the captain if everyone wanted to go with Midas's thing.
Captain, can you speak?
It's your wheezing sound.
Does it sound like he's trying to speak but nothing's coming out, or just breathing, wheezing?
Hard to say.
Periwinkle's just gonna chime up. Periwinkle thinks it'll be hard to talk with hole in throat.
I try to flip him over with my boot.
Yeah, you're able to flip the body over. As you flip it over, you see that the chest is rising up and down, but the head of the captain is not moving even a little bit. His mouth does not move, his eyes do not move, and nothing else is moving aside from the chest.
Periwinkle, I want you to shoot this guy in the chest.
Periwinkle will blink.
You heard what I said. There's something in there.
Oh, Periwinkle suggests everyone stand back. Periwinkle's gonna pull out his dragon mouth pistol.
Yeah, I take a step back, but I prepare my axe just in case.
I would be positioning myself right next to Periwinkle.
Yeah, I'm gonna go next to Periwinkle too. Can I set up cover for him?
Sure.
With my fortress shield.
Sure.
Yeah, a little barrack, like a little.
It's a full-fledged wall for him.
Yeah.
Periwinkle cannot see over the shield.
Hold on,
Lean
hold
over
on,
the
I'll
side
turn.
of it,
There we go. There we go.
and he'll fire what is essentially a small shotgun.
Yeah, I mean, you blast the corpse. The bullets rake into the chest. As they do, the wheezing stops for a minute, and the rising stops, and then it starts to happen again.
Ew. Why is his body doing that weird thing?
Alright, well, I don't know what's going on. I thought there was, like, some sort of creature that buried itself in his gut or something, but, aside from cutting him open to find out, should we just leave this fucker to his own devices?
Hold on. Let me see something.
Be my
Medicine's
guest.
Gonna get close and cast Detect Magic. See if he sees any.
As you shoot out your wave of divine magic to detect, as you visibly see your pulse wash out over, you see the pulse go over the body, and then the pulse get absorbed all into the chest as the chest begins to glow gold. As the chest glows gold, you guys hear a puncturing sound, as then the chest bursts open, and then the heart of the captain shoots out from his chest, floating in the air, as it begins to expand and grow larger until it's about the size of, like, a human head. As then the sort of heart itself from the veins, or what are they called? What's the name of it on the heart?
Arteries.
Vestules.
Maybe. Yeah, no, like the holes and such. If you were ripped someone's heart out, large tentacles begin to shoot out. As the heart begins to almost like bend in shape and start to move, blood spurting everywhere, until it takes the shape of almost looks like a fucked up like jellyfish made of a heart. with its tentacles floating down, translucent, and then a voice emanates out from the jellyfish, the heart jellyfish, as it goes, "Ah, yes, very good. Thank you, Metis."
Captain?
No,
Oh, who are you?
it's me, Metis.
No, me, Metis.
I am also Metis.
Oh, okay.
Okay, did that make sense to you?
No, but I mean, weirder things have happened, right?
I mean, sure, but you're accepting the fact that you got a heart doppelganger burst out of a man's chest pretty easily.
I mean, he doesn't seem so bad.
You're biased, I think.
You don't seem so bad either, my friend.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
You have freed
Really
me
a
from my
divine gift.
confines. I thank you. Now I must go and seek the Song of the Stars.
A worthy quest. Perhaps I'll see you there.
Indeed so. As he begins to float off in the direction that you guys were gonna go.
See ya.
All right. Well,
Wait, he's going where I wanted to go.
well, we better beat him to it. You don't want to be Metis second place.
No, if only we had left there earlier.
Any of you still next to the body of the captain?
Yes.
Yeah, you hear more crunching sounds, and from the back of the captain, you see the body begin to rise up, as you see long, like, crab legs made entirely of white human bone, covered in blood, begin to walk off as the body begins to move with it, as if the body has, like, crab legs growing out of it.
Yeah.
As it's, like,
Hell yeah,
walking
brother.
off.
Nice.
Oh. Bye, Captain.
I guess it's true what they say about captains of ships. The sea always calls them back.
True.
True.
I'm gonna go with true.
I picked choice A. True.
Let's move on towards the thing Metis saw now
Yeah, let's do that.
and see where it takes us.
Hooray! Metis leads
Periwinkle
the
just
way.
wants to ask, are you sure there's
Oh.
something actually there? You did get hit very hard.
Oh.
Or Metis did get hit very hard.
I'm positive. I could feel it.
You sure something wasn't knocked out of you? Like maybe a part of your soul or something?
No, I'm feeling all right.
Okay, you know, I would hope a guy knows when part of his soul is knocked out, but, you know, to each their own.
If it got knocked out, then perhaps it just wanted to go on its own journey.
You, my friend, are a very free spirit and a liberal thinker.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Liberal.
What? Bring up politics.
What are you doing bringing politics
The
on
cursed
this big guy?
subject.
The curse.
The curse. Beware my curse. All right, yeah. Metis leads the way towards where he saw those strange stars.
Absolutely. As you guys begin to move that way, moving past the ship, as you do, heading that way, as you begin to head that way, walking for a time. Are any of you doing anything during the travel time it's going to take you to reach there, as it will take some time to get there?
Yeah, Periwinkle's just riding Boris.
Yeah, nothing special. Admiring my new shoulder pads.
They are very nice. They are nice shoulder pads, admittedly. Sure, then if that's the case, I mean, if nobody's doing anything, as you guys move, and go, give me one moment. as you are moving, as you start to move, it takes about an hour, firstly, as you go. As during this hour of walking, you're moving through the sea floor, seeing these strange creatures. As you move, the sea life gets stranger and stranger with each step you take going further. You begin to see more of those strange limb-like creatures that are moving about, arms that now have gills and fish heads that are swimming through the sea, chests that have what look to be long crab legs or lobsters emanating from out of them, as if it's a hermit crab wearing them shell, and just a bunch of different strange, horrid things as you move. And as you grow closer and closer, you all feel a wave of divine energy move about as you stand before a incline going downward. As all of you would see in this incline going downward, what looks like starlight emanating in the distance, and all of you feel this wave of divine energy just wash over you in an instant. And as that wave washes over each of you, I would like for each of you to make me a fortitude save. So here's the pulse for you. It should show the pulse at least. Where is it? Purple. This pulse washes over each of you. There. Success, 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 and a success. Each of you, as this pulse washes over you, fall to knee for a moment. As you do, you look towards your hands and begin to see them shifting and taking shape as you see what looks to be coral growing on them, what looks to be a shellfish growing on them as your fingers become shrimp. Your hairs on your arms start to grow and become sea life, like sea worms. But as that happens, your body maintains control again as the shape does not change, as you all are able to resist whatever this effect washing over to change you is. As the wave quickly washes past, as each of you no longer feel that heavy divine presence over you, but certainly felt what was happening to you there, as you are slightly pained for a moment, as the feeling of your body shifting was not pleasant.
What exactly did you see, Metis?
There's some starlight. I guess it's some sort of powerful magic this way or something.
That did not feel good.
No, it
That
didn't.
felt strange.
So what do you do after feeling that? Are you continuing on, or?
After collecting
Yeah, still headed
himself,
that way, yeah.
Metis would continue on, yeah.
Very well. As you all move to continue on, give me one moment then. As you all move then to continue on, heading down the pathway that is strewn out, the strange incline going downward toward whatever is down beneath. As you move, going down and down, as each of you move downward, you begin to see less marine life as you go. There is not nearly as many people or many of these creatures about as you move forward. Less and less as you do. Eventually, as you begin to get the incline down, each of you begin to see something in the distance. Something odd and massive. As I will pull you to a map. Give me a moment. As I'm just setting up some final things regarding it. One last change. make sure your tokens are going to be on here. I'll just go and grab these ones. Oop, that's the wrong thing. Can I copy and paste in this system? Oh, I did. Perfect. Wow. As you all will see, within this large, almost valley within the sea itself,
Yo, that's cool. What the
as you
fuck?
approach
That's awesome.
over, laying neatly upon the bed of the sea, what looks to be a massive skeletal form. As you all grow closer and closer toward it, a ringing begins to echo between your ears. What feels like warmth begins to exude over each of you, and then cold washing over you as well. Your vision blurs as you get closer. The effect of being underwater coming in and out as you feel as though something is moving this area to be afflicted by that. Give me 1 second. As boom. You'll see this now as well. As you see the form of a massive corpse, large angelic wings, a crown of gold sat atop its head, shattered now into several pieces upon the ground. No marine life dare approach this picked clean corpse as it lay upon the floor. And as each of you stand, you feel the presence of mighty divine magic before you.
Oh.
Oh my god, I thought I was going fucking nuts. The tokens are like fucking shifting.
Oh yeah, they are.
I was like, am I fucking hallucinating? What is going on with my brain?
Water thing. Yeah.
You are hallucinating.
You better start believing in ghost stories.
Rashid looked real fucked up for a second there. That token. Oh god.
Yeah.
And as each of you look at each other, that same effect that's happening as like things are whirling is happening in game.
Neo.
Are you
This is
familiar with
strange.
LSD?
What's that?
No, I can't.
No, it is LMN.
What is going on?
It's LMNOP.
Yes, you're
It's
mixing it up.
LMAO.
Let's get closer.
And within the cascade of lights exuding off of it and waves of divine energy, Metis, you do see bright blue starlight exuding from it.
The stars.
And you do hear singing, touching barely upon your ears.
Do you hear that?
You all would not
No.
hear the singing.
Don't hear anything. Everything's shifting, though.
I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Don't.
Don't? You can't
puke.
stop me.
Come on, we're underwater. It'll be gross.
Oh, you're right. Shit. I gotta keep it in.
Metis will try to press forward.
As you go to press forward, a large roar echoes throughout the ocean, and you see something quickly dart through as a shadow moves past. As large tentacles begin to wrap around the corpse, as something begins to wrap around and set itself atop it, as it lets out a low moan, almost like a cry. So you guys see this thing again.
Oh, that fucker.
And as it moves over the corpse, and you
It's
all
like fucking-
decide your next steps, that will be where we end for today, as I need to
That guy's
call
like
it early
octopus
to eat.
pyramid head.
As I'm going to go ahead and call session for tonight. I hope you all had fun. Thank you for coming.
Yes.
As
Yeah.
you arrive
Run
at
in.
the site of a godfall,
Godfall. That's definitely the name of a canceled video game.
That could be anything.
It got released.
Oh, it got released?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
no, it got
Oh my
released.
god.
Anyway,
I remember that was definitely a video game.
I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream as you guys say bye stream.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, stream.